Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 37 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll roll him out right. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rodgers. This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 8 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking for the tying score here. Down 15-8 is nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Second down and 3. They run the counter with Cook. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. In motion comes the tight end left. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 62 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. All again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw is Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
3rd down and 13.
Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fighting him off. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he gets it down to the 32. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ball again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Second and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it.
The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Now Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll go down at the 28.
They'll come up. 1st and 10 here. Here's Cook again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's 1st down. Paul want to give up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
46 seconds left. 2nd down here. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality.
And, yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes 2nd down. Second down, here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And partner, a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The field goal unit on the sideline. One final play to decide the ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all.
That is incomplete.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. first throw here in overtime.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get in the field goal range, and get us a win.
99 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
They'll run with Hall.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it was 3rd and 1. The defense, they stacked the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running back a chance because it could pay off big as it just did there.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Philly. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. He'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. On play action, they'll throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jet 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a first and 10
at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. They juked him, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They run it again with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep for the Jets, Mecole Hardman. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cook running right, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The slot man in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this to Lazard.
And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here's Cook again.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd down and 4.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically.
And Cook will get in for a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets are back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action with Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In motion left, Hardman.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down. In motion left, Hardman.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
Going right back to Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Here's Rodgers off the play fake. And that's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Hey, check back 21, check back 21. I know he ain't got it. 63.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. In motion left is Watkins. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And that is incomplete. Now the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Give to Hall running right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Rodgers to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And we have free football. Overtime, here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Hurts.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Down the right sideline. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football, and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else. Cook is in. Touchdown, Jets. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.